There was blue skies, some light cloud cover. It was quite warm. It would have been about 34, 35. Very still. It wasn't until we sort of got to the top of the canyon that we felt like a soft breeze blowing, and we thought, oh, thank goodness.
Kings Canyon, Central Australia. It's a fiercely hot summer afternoon. A young couple, Jess and Antony Vandermeer, and their family take in the stunning rich red landscape stretching out below. It's a spectacular place.
Yeah, beautiful. You could just see as far as you could see. It was just, beautiful.
And Antony liked it?
He did. He was in his absolute element. He just was snapping photos everywhere and just saying it was a dream place for a photographer.
But in the distance, a storm is building fast.
You could hear thunder just in the very far distance. And then, out of nowhere, the loudest bang and clap you've ever heard. Just felt a huge voltage go through my whole body and literally just blown away. Just felt like a bomb had gone off in front and we were all just blown, just flew. I didn't really know what was going on. It was all a really almost out-of-body experience. I didn't think I was alive. And then I remember turning around and seeing my sister, and I remember hearing her scream, Antony. So we all ran to Antony. He didn't stand a chance. He was directly hit and he was gone.
It strikes with ferocious speed, forking to earth at almost 100 kilometers a second. Massive charges of static electricity created by hail colliding inside clouds. Up to 1 billion volts in one strike.
Wow! Whoa!
Followed by a thunderous, terrifying boom. Each day, 60 people worldwide are killed by lightning. Tonight, the stories of a few very lucky survivors. That's what you were wearing at the time?
Yes.
Wow. Completely blown apart.
And one man who chases these killer storms just for the thrill of it. You're either brave or you're mad. Which one is it?
Certainly not brave. Nah, just mad.
Can you tell me about Antony? What were your first impressions?
He was just this beautiful, tall, dark-haired, blue-eyed, broad man. And he just oozed charm, definitely. I thought, what a spunk.
Jess and Antony dated for 8 years before they married 3 years ago.
He was a very charismatic character, sociable, could talk to anyone about anything, just a lovely, kind man, very caring.
Listen to that meow. Sure you don't want a cat?
He was a bit of a joker.
He definitely was a bit of a joker. He would make inappropriate impersonations and sounds at awkward times. He just loved having fun, loved having a laugh.
Together, Jess and Antony laughed and loved their way around the world. They spent their honeymoon in Europe. 2 months in a motorhome.
Yeah. All day, every day together.
You didn't get sick of each other?
Didn't get sick of each other. It was awesome. We had such a good time. Like, how many people could say they've spent that much time with their partner?
Y'all ready for this?
For their next adventure, Jess and Antony decided they'd travel closer to home. They planned a 2-week road trip through the outback with family. The destination is Kings Canyon in the Northern Territory.
There was so much music pumping in the car, singing, eating, we had such a good time together. It was such a good trip.
From Adelaide across the border to the Northern Territory, they covered 2,000 kilometres, most of it with Antony at the wheel. Someone good to have in the car on a road trip?
Absolutely, absolutely. It wouldn't matter, how boring it would be. He would make it exciting somehow and entertaining somehow for sure.
They arrive at Kings Canyon on New Year's Day, under clear blue skies. Most people come here to get away from it all. There's no mobile phone coverage. It's about as far off the beaten track as you can possibly get, which is great, until something goes wrong. The group plans to hike 6 kilometres around Kings Canyon. It's hot and still.
No storms, no thunder, no dark clouds rolling in, nothing.
What are you seeing? What are you thinking?
Just what a beautiful walk, what a beautiful day, and lucky to be there with my family and with him. And yeah, it was just a lovely day.
And there are parts where you're quite close to the cliff's edge.
There is. I didn't want to get anywhere near there. Antony knew I was no good with heights, but they didn't faze him in the slightest. So yeah, he went and had quite a few photos in scary spots.
Today, Jess has returned to the canyon for the first time since Antony died just 6 months ago. It's difficult to come back here, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's reliving it all over again, but obviously, yeah, in daylight and sunlight, and yeah, it's important for me to understand, yeah, what unfolded that day and where everything was, and just piece everything together.
For Jess, Antony, and the rest of the family, the hike around Kings Canyon is long and challenging, but the views sublime.
It is a spectacular place, very beautiful, very quiet, still, scenic, wildlife, nature, water.
They just hiked about 5 kilometres. They were in good spirits, but they were tired. They could see the car park just over there, and they were ready to go home. As one final memory of their experience, Jess and Antony stopped to take this photograph. It is their last picture together. Out in the distance, a storm is building.
Large raindrops started falling, and my sister made a point at the time of saying, "Ow, these are really hurting me." There were darker clouds starting to move in. I just remember literally feeling a voltage go through my whole body. And I remember hitting the ground. I don't know how long we were out for. And then I literally just remember sitting up. And literally as I was sitting up, it just felt like my spirit was leaving my body. I thought I was dead. I didn't think I was alive. And then turned around and I heard my sister scream Antony, and yeah, we all just crawled and ran to him. And yeah.
Antony had been hit in the back of the neck by a bolt of lightning.
He was laying face down. I could see a fire had started, and yeah, it was just like a bomb had gone off in front. Yeah, we turned him over and he went from a normal colour to blue instantly, and yeah, he had all phlegm around his mouth, and we saw the wounds on the back of his head, and we were just trying to get the fire out and drag him away from the fire and get everything off of him. Then we realised that, yeah, his injuries, and yeah, he was most likely gone.
Every day, the Earth is hit about 8 million times by lightning. Each supercharged bolt, potentially deadly and extremely unpredictable.
Whoa! Get inside! Get inside!
Which begs the question, why would anyone in their right mind want to chase them? Right here now, like I feel safe. I mean, there's no rain, I don't feel the wind. There's no thunder.
Yeah.
And you're saying I'm not safe?
No, because each thunderstorm has lightning in it, and you can't always hear the thunder. But if a bolt came out now, it would happen like a millisecond, faster than you can blink. You wouldn't even know. You know, we could be standing here now talking, we see a big bolt strike the field there, you know, and we'd be going, what the, you know, holy hell.
All right.
And
Well, then we should get back in the car.
I think so.
We're in Australia's top end. There's no internet, no phone network, but each crackle on this AM radio frequency is telling lightning chaser Mike O'Neill we're close to what we're looking for. All right, we just had a bolt of lightning on the AM radio frequency, which is pretty incredible. And there's another one. It tells us that we're close. We can't see any lightning, but we can hear it. And it's around us somewhere, so we just got to find it.
Somewhere in there. But there is lightning in it because we can hear it.
Because we can hear it on the radio. How much risk do you put yourself into?
Probably too much. Over the years, I've had a few close calls with lightning hitting far too close.
We've been driving hundreds of kilometres across the top end. It's been hot and sticky, but it's perfect conditions for this. This is what it's all about. Nature's light show, magnificent and deadly.
Something that will start off so small as a little puffy cloud, and then within 40 or 50 minutes, there's this raging thunderstorm right in front of me, and it's producing so much electrical power that's just, how is it possible? How does it do it? Why does it do it? You never see it coming. You might hear the ticking and the popping for maybe half a second, and then the bolt will hit and it's close by.
Half a second is not really enough to get out of the way, is it?
No, not even a quarter of a second. Like, it's just almost instantaneous. You hear it, and then it's too late. If you're standing outside, if you hear it, it's too late.
People who have survived, how would they manage to do it?
Just luck.
That's it, just luck.
Pure luck. Yep.
And two of the luckiest lightning survivors are Kevin Pearson and Gail Hannah.
There it is.
Or just plain Hannah, as she prefers.
The lightning memorabilia.
Looks like something in an Indiana Jones movie. Look at it.
It does look like an Indiana Jones case, yes.
In this suitcase, souvenirs of their survival. The tattered remains of Hannah's jacket. That's what you were wearing at the time?
Yes.
Yes.
Back of the neck, completely blown apart.
The sleeves. And it's matched, of course, by my shoe, where the lightning bounced up from.
And a watch. The time of the strike, permanently frozen on its face.
Stopped at 2 minutes past 2 on the 2nd of the 2nd month.
Take me back to that day, February 2nd, 1998.
It had been a clear day. There were a couple of spots of rain, but they're about the size of, a 20-cent piece.
And really sparse.
And really sparse.
And just the odd little grey bit of cloud.
20 years ago, Kevin and Hannah came down to visit this beach on the Great Ocean Road, but they never made it past these stairs. Both were struck by the same freak bolt of lightning, and both survived. They became known as the miracle couple.
We were on the landing and bang, we got struck. I actually saw the lightning come at me.
You saw it?
I saw it, yeah. And I can tell you the colour. It was two blues. It was a darker blue on the outside and a lighter blue on the inside. And hit me in a flash, of course. So it struck me right beside the buckle. It blew my belt almost apart. It then travelled down the opposite leg, blew my shoe off, blew my shoe apart. Because we were standing on a wooden frame, it earthed from there and bounced back up and hit Hannah's necklace.
Yes, it just, blasted the necklace off my neck. It must have. And then travelled across, down and out.
Well, I described it originally at the time as like a bazooka blast.
The next thing I knew, well, Kevin's will say the next thing that happened.
Well, we were blowing apart, you might say, literally. Hannah fell backwards on the landing and was completely still. I looked at Hannah and I thought she was dead.
Hannah was unconscious, but remarkably, Kevin escaped with only minor burns to his abdomen and thigh.
Which burnt off all my pubic hair, by the way. But pain, other than that, there was no real pain.
The head of the burns unit referred to the blisters, because I had blisters around the neck, which I've still got, as the necklace of death. Was his amusing way to put it.
Kevin and Hannah's ordeal made headlines. But in the weeks afterwards, Hannah's body slowly became paralysed.
I feared being not able to move at all and having a life where I couldn't move and I couldn't do anything for myself.
Oh, that was, yes, that was the worst part. Well, apart from my initially thinking she was dead.
I'd sort of cry every afternoon and Kevin would come and hold me in his arms until I stopped sobbing. And I was thinking, you know, I'm going to end up this just blob, you know, so I was pretty depressed. It's the first time my mother was impressed by Kevin. We hadn't had that relationship tested in that way before, and so it was wonderful to know that he would look after me and do everything for me.
Well, as shared experiences go, it's pretty dramatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd say so. Yeah. I prefer to win a premiership or something.
Hannah eventually fully recovered from the ordeal. Her jacket, a reminder of how lucky she was.
So show me the path again from here.
Well, it would have been there.
Through the hole there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then down.
And down here.
When I asked you if you were lucky or unlucky, I mean, I look at this, and I think there's only one answer, really.
Yeah, we're lucky.
You're bloody lucky.
Yeah.
This chapter's ending now.
It's 6 months since Jess Vandermeer's husband, Antony, was killed by a freak lightning strike on this ridge above Kings Canyon.
I've still got so much more to say.
We find the location where Antony and Jess were standing and see something unexpected. The exact spot where the bolt struck the earth.
Yeah, I didn't see any of that. It's unbelievable. Oh, wow. The sheer force of Mother Nature just can be brutal.
It shattered this rock in several places.
Yeah.
So please don't forget.
Being back here now after all this time, what are you feeling?
I don't even know what I'm feeling. I think I just feel at peace. I just can feel Antony with me. Carry him with me everywhere I go.
The way we cried, the way I smiled only for you.
You can be so well equipped for things in life and go into a walk and think that everything would be fine and that you'd be coming out the other end and having dinner at the pub that night and celebrating and talking about your beautiful long walk together. But it didn't happen. It's changed everything. Yeah, I thought I knew what my purpose in life was, and now I don't know what my purpose in life is. So it's trying to, come up with a life after Antony.
For Jess, a first step towards finding that purpose came a few days after Antony died.
Jessica Vandermeer?
Yeah.
How you going?
Good, thanks.
Have a seat for me.
An alert came up on his phone, reminding him of a booking he had made to donate blood.
There we go.
Lovely. I'm just not going to look.
Jess has decided to take his place. Alongside her, Antony's family and friends. His face against their hearts.
If he was watching you now,
He'd be shocked. I think he'd be like, I can't believe you're donating blood.
so is this going to be a regular thing?
Definitely. Every 3 months I'll be here for sure.
How do you want him to be remembered?
I just want him to be remembered as a really loyal, caring, giving, selfless man that would do anything for you, and just a guy who loved life and had an amazing life.